Okay, back on it. Today, so I was looking at my truck and I was looking at the steering gearbox, checking out the hose, and I seen that I have a seepage. So it's really wet right here. I don't know if you can tell by the camera, but it is wet. It's been dripping here. I mean, there's not even any pressure on it yet. So what I'm gonna do, I think a new one is around $400 for a new steering gearbox. Rebuilt like, I don't know, 300-ish. So instead of doing that, I'm gonna pull it off and I'm gonna tear it apart, see if I can rebuild it. The rebuild kit's 49 bucks. So let's do it. So I'm gonna pull these hoses off. Okay, this is it's a 19 millimeter or a 3/4. So I can't find a 19 millimeter. Got a 3/4 out. All right, let me take this bolt off. See, I can pull it forward. I'm gonna attempt now to take it apart. See how it goes. To put it in my vise. Okay, see if I can get this off. All right. So I'm just using a 10 millimeter, I think. No, 5/16 on these little stars. It fits, it works. I'll use it. And if I don't have to break this whole thing down, I'm not. I should be able to see the seals that are no good because it's leaking from the top here. Got to take this ring off. All right, got her off. See if I can get these channel locks in there. If it'll turn. Yeah. There it goes. Okay. There's one seal on there that can be changed. Okay, there's another ring. Okay, got that little ring out. Looks like this whole thing is, oh, it's this whole thing's screwing out. Okay. Okay, I just took this little seal off, went around here, and this goes on. That's where it's leaking at. It was seeping from here, so I'm gonna change. I'm gonna go spend 50 bucks and go get the kit that has that. It's got that seal inside here. There's another seal I can change that goes on here. But I think that's gonna do it. Okay, one bearing fell out, so I'm gonna try to take this off and put the bearing back in. Oh, come on. Oh, it's on there. All right. A little too tight. I tightened it by hand, but okay. So now let me take the cover off. And I'll show you. That thing go. There it is. So this cover, as you can see, it has that little thing I showed you. Okay, so this pulls out, and you can see the bearings in there. So I think this is going to do it. I'm just going to put 2 in there. I'll put a little grease so they won't come out. Just a tad. Okay. So anyways, when you have the bearings, you put 1 in and then turn this. It'll go in, and then just do one on one side, one on the other. Keep doing it until you fill it up. But load this up first. I think it holds like 8 bearings. Okay, and then okay, went in. So now do not like that. Okay, put that back on. Screws back in. Snug. One thing I'm not going to have is that thing loosen up, so just a little torque, not much. That's it. Okay. Now let me try to put it back in. Okay, let's see. Okay, that needs to face. it's this way. Nope, it's got to face that way. Okay, yeah, it's got to face that way. Okay. Okay, so far so good. Get the bolts back in, and hopefully it turns. All right. There we go. So it's moving that shaft. Now, I gotta put this in. So let me reposition. Get it to hold right there. Okay, got all the seals on. So what you do not want to do when you take this out, do not mess with this. This is the adjustment screw. And if you mess with it, you're gonna throw your adjustments off. So you don't even take that out. And I guess unless you have a leak, but mine is not leaking here and I'm not taking it out. And if it is, I don't need to take the whole thing apart. I could probably take it off, but it wasn't leaking there, so I could tell this thing goes down. And I'm not sure. Okay, I think it only goes on one way. Oh shoot! I gotta be careful here. So I got all those bearings in there, right down there. I think this is going to be the difficult part. Come on. Oh, there it goes. Okay, I'm going to show you those bearings. You can see those bearings in there. So I have to slide that shaft. So I can show you. Yeah. You can see that shaft that wants to come through there. So I got to slide it in without knocking out the bearings. So I'm going to see if I can hold this camera with one hand. Hold on. Okay. Come on. Hold on. So I gotta line this. You can see on the bottom right here, you see the gear section. So there's the other one inside. Can't see anything in there. So you can see inside. Where the other gears are. Anyways, I got to slide it in there so they line up. Okay, sorry guys, my battery died. So anyways, this is the next day. Where I was at on the last, the video was putting this, sliding this in. So I slid it in, put the 4 bolts right here. This section right here. Just be careful when you're taking it out and putting it in, because you have there's some bearings in here, the roller bearings, and the bearings do come out of the inside of the where it spins. So I don't know, I'm not good at explaining it, but be careful, because if they come out, you got to put them back in. It's not a big deal. It's self-explanatory when you look inside to figure out where they go. On this section, when you pull these 4 bolts off and you slide this off after you took off the little pins and stuff, when you slide this off, be careful, because you have the ball bearings in here, and so have a container underneath here when you slide it off, so you don't lose any bearings. And I think there were like 27 of them, at least that's what I put back in this one. So and it works fine, so I don't think I lost any. Just seems like 27 was an odd number. Anyways, so you slide it out, collect your bearings. I showed you how to put them back in. It was actually really easy. Anyways, it'll take like an hour for you to do it after you've done your first one. Okay, this one took me, because I had to figure it out. I couldn't find a lot of information on it. It took me I don't know, 2 hours to do probably, but if I was gonna do it now, an hour or less. So that's it, guys. You can do it. It's not too difficult. I'm telling you, if I can do it, you can do it. So thanks for tuning in. Hit that like and subscribe button. Until next time, later.